Hello guys, welcome. So I'm finally getting the chance to listen to Faith in the Future by Mr. Louis Tomlinson. Of course, the only track I have heard is Bigger Than Me, which I reacted to a live performance of. But yeah, I have seen the music video for it, and I've heard nothing else from this album. I was waiting until the full project came out, and it's here, so yay! Just quickly want to say, if you would like to watch this full reaction, completely unedited, it is available on my Patreon, so feel free to check that out. Oh, and also, I'm going to be looking at the lyrics on genius.com, so if you see me, like, staring off into space, I'm just looking at the lyrics on my monitor, so. Alright, now let's get into it. Starting off with The Greatest.
Said I had a plan for us. Time it came and changed it all. We had to disappear. Together we're the greatest. We'll never be that cold again.
Oh my gosh. This feels so anthemic already.
Just as good as
that drum fill. Are those strings? Oh my Gertrude. Why did I just say Gertrude? Whew. Talk about a show opener. Well, I think it would be a perfect show opener. Just saying. Okay, actually, on Genius, it has Louis' verified commentary, and he says that the song was specifically written as a tour opener, not necessarily an album opener at the time. He also says it starts the album with a statement of intent, which I think is important. There's a certain ambitious level to that. Yes, it does feel very ambitious, and it makes me a little nervous because we're starting off on such a euphoric, stadium-shaking note with a song that sounds so hopeful. But I just have a feeling that Louis is going to shake me up and just make me feel all the emotions over the course of this album. I'm scared, but so excited. All right, next up is Written All Over Your Face. Oh? Well, this is groovy.
Hey, babe, it's written all over your face. Say it, not nearly vertical. All I know is I'm in trouble, 'cause the atmosphere's so cold. So, hey, babe, it's written all over your face. Say it.
I'm obsessed with the way he's delivering this chorus. I did not see this coming, especially at track 2.
It's written all over your face. Say it, a hurricane behind the door. It's written all over your face.
Wow. Okay. That caught me off guard in the best way possible. Thank you, Louis. I needed that. I've had a rough day. And honestly, I feel like that was written all over my face. Obviously, that song is about there being trouble in paradise, and obviously there was some alcohol involved, and he and the person he's addressing are just not communicating, and that never ends well. But obviously he's well aware, and I just love that lyric. So I've come ready for war, because that says it all. He's aware, and it sounds to me like he's putting his foot down. And when I say putting his foot down, I mean in a caring way, to show that he cares about what's going on, and he wants things to improve. Okay, Louis, I'm going to need you to dive a little deeper into that punk rock vibe of yours, because it's working quite well. And should I say it, I'm just gonna say it, The way he delivered that chorus vocally was very sexy. I said it, sue me, okay, sue me. And on that note, next up is Bigger Than Me. We're gonna sing along.
When somebody told me I would change, I used to hide behind a smile. When somebody told me I would change, I was afraid, I don't know why. 'Cause soon as the world outside I realized, 'cause soon as the world outside I realized, and it's bigger than me.
Never gets old. And that light rasp on his vocal. So good. I have to applaud his confidence on this track. He's just being honest and vulnerable here. That was probably my third or fourth time listening to the studio version of that song, and it sounds even better within the context of the album. Also, very sonically cohesive so far, which I'm super thankful for. Alright, next up we have Lucky again. These tracks have been killing it on the bass line so far.
Whatever gets you through the darkest night, just find the light out in the madness. Hold tight, 'cause I'm a hard man to lose, but I figured it out, then made my way back to a light I would choose. We were lucky once, I could be lucky again.
Oh, that was beautiful.
But you figured it out, and I love you for that love.
Aw,
All the time
that's incredibly sweet.
once, I could be lucky again.
I definitely feel like that one's going to stick with me. Lucky again. Easily my favorite in terms of the instrumentation so far. That's gonna be a hard one to beat. Okay, so next up we have Face the Music.
Good and bad and right and wrong, a story's made up when we're young to scare us.
I already agree with this song.
Hate are in between. Open, looking down.
Oh, those toms.
The madness is forgotten. I just wanna sing the moment. So one more night, I'm gonna choose. I don't wanna face the music, but I still wanna dance with you. I still wanna dance with.
Okay, so that one was super fun, and I think that's the track I've related to lyrically the most, like right at this moment. And I'm sure Louis was talking about a relationship where he knows they're not good for each other, but he just wants to live in the moment and forget about all the things that have gone awry for just a night. And I understand that feeling. For me personally, I relate the song to life in general. Just feeling like things are kind of crashing down at times, and you have those moments where you're like, wow, my life is not giving right now. It's really not giving. But we're all human, and we all reach those points where we just get fed up with the nonsense, and we want to forget all our problems for just a moment. Bottom line is, been there, done that. very relatable. All right, next up is Chicago.
'Cause if you're lonely in Chicago, you can call me, baby. Has it been long enough that you can't forgive me? Just because it didn't work doesn't mean it's meaningless to me. It just wasn't meant to be.
I loved that chord progression. Again, he's just being so incredibly sweet.
Instant swinging in time.
Louis. My heart. My poor heart. I can't take it.
I bet that you didn't think that I remember. Just because you did
Those small details that mean the most.
to me. It just wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be.
Why did I feel like he was singing to me in that song? He was not. I don't live in Chicago. I've never been to Chicago. And I was not in a relationship with Louis Tomlinson. I think I'd remember that, but I felt the emotions. Okay, leave me alone. He has a way with words, okay? Also, paired with his delivery. We're about to be 7 tracks in, and already this record is so strong. Okay, next up is All This Time.
It's late now. I'm trying to find the words to say for ages. Just have patience. It's not how you spend the time, as if you waste it.
There's something so warm about the sound of this track.
They'll turn to gold when it gets cold.
That harmony.
Sometimes you lose your hope.
It's so pretty.
It's worth it all this time.
Whew, that was love at first listen for me. His vocal performance on that track was spectacular. I feel like that was another instance where he tried something that he hasn't done before. At least something that I haven't heard him do before. I'm loving the experimentation, Louis. I mean, written all over your face, he did the sexy, smoky voice punk rock singer thing. And then on All This Time, he sang much more quietly than what I'm used to, and it sounded so soothing. Also lyrically, just adored how hopeful that song was. Alright, next up is Out of My System, which I believe was also released ahead of the album. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. Let's get into it. Oh?
Slowly, I never wanna go slowly. I only wanna go faster towards disaster every time. With me, I know you wanna come with me. Take anything you can carry and leave everything else behind.
Another track that's going to go off live. No question about it.
Gotta get it out of my system.
I am only half of what I think I can be.
I've lived a life.
How relatable.
Gotta get it out of my system. Gotta get it out of my system. Gotta get it.
I want more of this track in my system, actually. Whew, okay, Louis. Almost lost my composure there for a second. No, I'm lying. I did not almost lose my composure. I am so lazy right now. But that track had me feeling all the good things. Okay, next up is Headline.
So quick to kill forever.
Like the internet.
You used to read me like a headline. So many reasons now you're not mine. Maybe if you'd taken more time, I'd still be the one you wanna talk to every night. Oh.
This is going to be an anthem. I don't think I've ever seen a song written from this perspective. At least not in a while.
Thought I could, but I can't forget you. You used to read me like a headline. So many reasons now you're not mine.
He's defending himself in the song, but he's still being incredibly sweet.
Still be the one you wanna talk to.
That's just default Louis, though.
You used to read me like a headline. Sometimes I wake up and I wish you were beside me.
That was another track where he was talking about a relationship, but I feel like it could be related to a lot of other situations. For example, as I mentioned in the first verse, that song just made me think of the internet, and especially younger folks who have to grow up and deal with that. Basically, what I'm saying is, I appreciate Louis standing up for himself and saying, yes, I'm flawed, but if you had taken the opportunity to get to know me better, maybe you'd see me in a better light and things would be different. And again, I relate. People can be so judgmental. It's harsh. Never forget to show love and compassion to others. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, next up, we have Saturdays.
I'm not supposed to be feeling dirty, cheap, and self-esteem. The ones that you wore.
The guitar sounds so ethereal.
Out the door. I've been wondering about what you're up to. Not for the first time, not for the last time. I'm staring at the door. Somebody's got your trainers on, the ones that you wore, but you're not here anymore. I've been wondering about what you're up to.
I'm wondering
First
if a
time,
beat is going to drop.
not for the last time.
I feel like there has to be one.
I've been
Yes. Perfect timing.
Saturdays take the pain away. Nobody stays the same. No matter how much you want it, how much you want it. We always used to say, Saturdays take the pain away. Nobody stays the same. No matter how much you want it, something's changed.
Wow. Well, I just listened to Saturdays on a Friday, but the lyrics hit just as hard. I love that they took their time with that one and let the production really build, because the song kind of just washes over you, if that makes sense. Again, it feels so euphoric. So good. Alright, next up, Silver Tongues.
Getting high on the amber wave, going deep for the ones who do the same. Air Maxes or silver tongues, settling for another heavy one. Said love was a pretty lie, and I choked when you smoke got in my eye. Bad logic and empty cans. You said grass was a dirty drug. You like to preach with a vodka in your mug. I love all the things you know, but I'm king on a 50-meter rope.
Another track. Just made for live performances. There's no way he didn't think about performing the song live when he was recording it. That drum fill. I did not expect that track to be as fun as it was, especially with the way it started. That piano had me quite emo, but no, Louis said we're partying. That track was perfectly placed, especially after the punch to the heart that was Saturdays. I really enjoyed the sincerity of that song because he was doing a lot of reminiscing in the lyrics, and it all felt so vivid. Me complimenting Louis on his writing for the 110th time. Alright, next up, She Is Beauty, We Are World Class. Is that a synthesizer? This is interesting.
Conversation is currency. Shapes become language.
Huh. I'm just processing how different this song is production-wise from the others.
Escape the inevitable. Fade into light. So cold the empathy. 'Cause I'm with you tonight.
This has to be the most poppy track so far. This song sounds like Coldplay married an EDM festival, and I'm here for it. Wow. Okay, straight into Common People. Acoustic?
I came from a good home, a house full of terrace dreams. That was enough for me. You know, you had to see it to believe. All the late nights, good times, the mistakes, and the heartbreaks. I go back to where I started.
I mean,
Nothing's changed.
I could be misinterpreting this track, but it sounds to me like he's just saying
If you act like
home is where his heart is. It's his escape.
you wanna vote,
And understandable.
who you know.
Do love how chill this one is, though. Nice, nice. Okay, next up, Angels Fly. Seems like things are starting to get softer with each track.
Nothing really matters. Nothing really hurts. We can talk about it. It'll only make it worse.
Like those muted drums.
There's a time for singing who did what, where it went wrong. I wanna hear all that, but right now, all I need you to know is I'm on my way with some time to borrow. If every star is an eye in the sky, you'll see angels fly. You'll see angels fly.
Huh, okay. That song progressively got better for me. I wasn't sure how I was feeling about it after the first chorus, but by the time the second chorus came around, it had already grown on me, and I feel like that's one of those tracks where I absolutely need to hear it live because I think I will be able to appreciate it even more in that setting. All right, next up, Holding On to Heartache.
The moment's never shown to us because we faded into darkness. I could still hear a silence. I could still hear a clock that's ticking. You said I'm holding on to heart.
Nice touch, the clock in the background.
You said I wear it like a crown. It's gonna drag me down. There's endless versions of the thing that keeps me drifting back to darkness. I could still hear your silence. I could still hear a clock that's ticking.
The rhetorical questions.
Holding on to heartache.
Pretty sure this is the third time I'm saying this, but been there, done that.
Gonna drag me down. The space between us just goes flooding back. You said I'm holding on to heartache. You said I'll wear it like a crown. It's gonna drag me down. I'm holding on to heartache.
Is it just me, or is that song a bona fide hit? Just saying. Louis, I'm gonna need you to make a music video for that track and literally burn it onto several CDs and walk to several radio stations and hand deliver it to the stations because that song needs to be everywhere. That's just my 2 cents. I'm sad that this is going to be over, but we have arrived at That's the Way Love Goes. Let's get into it.
Here are some words I know that you don't wanna hear. I think she's moved on, mate. It's almost been a year.
Yikes.
We haven't seen you yet, we've given you your space. Pick up the phone, cause now it's time you learn to say it. When it cuts you, when you bleed, that's when you're feeling it the most. That's the way love goes.
That they brought it all back together, production-wise.
When it cuts you, when you bleed, that's when you're feeling it the most.
Full circle, that's what I was trying to say. It's all come full circle. That was quite the roller coaster of emotions, as I predicted by track 2. But the bottom line is Mr. Louis Tomlinson delivered a super solid body of work, and it would not be shocking to me if this becomes my favorite album of his over the next few weeks. The only criticism I have at the moment is I just wish he would have used more of his falsetto in some of the songs, because if you've seen my reaction to Walls, and you specifically saw my reaction to the track Defenseless, you'd know I am obsessed with Louis' falsetto. But it's okay, I'm sure he's going to switch things up for live performances, and obviously, he did some super interesting things vocally with quite a few of these songs, namely Written All Over Your Face and All This Time. I loved that the production on this album was darker than Walls, and I felt the maturity. So again, props to Louis for taking his time and crafting something that I feel like is going to be quite a timeless record. I feel like a lot of these songs are going to hold up very, very well over the next few decades. Oh, and something else I wanted to point out is that I noticed he used being cold as a running theme. It was threaded through several tracks and he used it in several different contexts. And I thought that was very well done. Definitely stepped it up production-wise. I think that goes without saying. So I guess I will just leave you all with my favorite tracks after this first listen. I am looking at the track list on Spotify and we have Written All Over Your Face, Bigger Than Me, Lucky Again, Chicago, All This Time, Out of My System, Saturdays, Silver Tongues, and Holding On to Heartache. And if I had to pick a top 3 from that list, they would be, okay, let's see here. Oh boy. Written All Over Your Face, All This Time, and Holding On to Heartache, and Saturdays. Sorry. I know I said top 3, but I can't leave Saturdays out. That track hurt in the best way possible. Let me know what you thought of this album and what you'd like me to react to next. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one.